mattsguitarlessons.com.
Welcome back to mattsguitarlessons.com. Matt here. This lesson is on changing guitar strings. So it's really funny when I get a student who comes in and says, I say, oh, your strings really need changing. And I'll say, what? You can change guitar strings? What do you mean? And I'll say, well, how long have you had these strings on for? Oh, since I bought it 2 years ago for Christmas. Right. So, guys, guitar strings do need changing. I've just recently changed mine last night. Hopefully you can see here how nice and shiny they are. So what happens to guitar strings is they rust. So your fingers, when they're sweaty and dirty and whatever, all that gets on your guitar strings and makes them rust. And they just generally lose tone over time, so they don't sound as happy and bright. So basically, when you change them, I change mine every probably 2 to 3 weeks because I'm a bit pedantic and I like having nice strings. But if you're just a bedroom player, you could probably leave them on for, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks. But it's really dependent on what kind of strings you have. So just look at them, and if they get that kind of, they look like they're rusting or they're kind of peeling and kind of fraying, and that's when you should go, well, I'll just change my strings. They're not that expensive. Like this, you can buy a pack of strings for 15 bucks. You can even get them on eBay or something for 10 bucks. Like, they're pretty cheap. It's not that hard to change them either, so we'll run over that at a different time. So when you go to buy them, I'll show you my old strings here. So you probably can't see much on this, but these are my old strings. They don't actually look that bad, really. They're a different colour to these strings, but so on the packet they have a gauge. So all strings come in a certain thickness. So this string is light, and they're 0.012 to 53, and that's points of an inch. So if you want to sound all technical, here's a tip. When you want to sound all technical when you go to buy your strings, we call them by whatever the thinnest string is. So this packet you would call a set of 12s, or 12 to 53s. So you could say, I want a set of 13s, or I want a set of 11s, or I want a set of 10s. A standard gauge on an electric guitar is 10, and a standard gauge on an acoustic guitar is 12. But you can go as low as 8, and I think as thick as 13 or 14. I've played on all of them. So anyway, you should change your strings all the time. It's really nice having that new bright string. They're kind of like all nice and they're nice and happy. So keep changing your strings, and yeah, you can watch tutorials on how to do it if you need to. Alright, thanks very much.
We hope you enjoyed this lesson on mattsguitarlessons.com. Matt's greatest compliment is a Facebook like, a YouTube subscribe, or an email address. All relevant links are provided. Until next time, happy guitaring.